Hey guys, welcome back to Thistle Hill Farmstead. Today we're continuing the work on our barn build, and we're going to work on the stall doors today that you see behind me. We bought these used from a gentleman who was taking down a horse barn, so I need to do a little bit of work on them, but they're going to work well for what we're doing here, I think. But they do need a little modification, so let's do that now. You may remember I got these stall doors, once again, I know I sound like a broken record, on Facebook Marketplace from a guy who was taking down a barn. And they're in pretty decent shape. These already have the hinges on them. These over here are missing the hinges. I did buy some hinges. And I'm hoping they're gonna go in these same holes. Otherwise, I was able to get 4 doors, even though we only need 3. He had 4 for sale. That one has hinges on it too. So if push comes to shove, I may be able to scavenge off of one door and get these, switch out some of these edge pieces to cover up the where those have holes in them. So we'll do that. Let's see if we can. First of all, I need to see if I've got the fasteners. I like to match these fasteners maybe. I need to see what these are and kind of match them up. I think what I may do temporarily is just use some screws that I have, and I can always go back and take those out and put in some other fasteners. I'm gonna sweep the floor here, get all the dirt out from under, because I'm gonna use these little spacers to set the door on. Let's see, like that. Let's see, maybe this one will do better. Yep. It's gonna have to be this. Pardon my rear end there. Okay, so let's take the door. Bring it up here. Ooh. And see, some of these doors, or some of them, have the this top rail has holes in it for some bars, so I may wonder if that's on the bottom too. I may switch the bottom and top rails there. Let's see what the bottom looks like. Does it have holes in it? No, it doesn't. So maybe I'll do that is take that bottom rail off, switch it over to the top so we don't have those holes in the door. So I've got the doors stood up here so we can take a look at them. We only need 3 doors, but he had 4 that he was selling, and I think they were actually 2 doors, Dutch doors, and they're uppers and lowers. But we're going to use the bottom part only. And the reason I think they're uppers and lowers is because I'm looking at this. There's 2 of them that have this metal or aluminum piece on them here, and there's 2 that don't. So that's kind of strange, I think. And then there's 2 that have these little holes in the top rail, I'm assuming for some bars, to keep the horses from sticking their heads out. So 2 of them have those and 2 of them don't. But the nice thing is we don't need all 4, so I'm going to scavenge some of these corner pieces off of the door that we don't need and replace these ones with the holes in them. And then over here I have two doors that are going to swing on the same pole, the same center pole. So I don't want the hinges lining up. You can see they would line up and hit each other. So I need to offset the hinge so that they don't hit each other, and that would leave these ugly holes here. So I'll probably replace this one with a fresh one so that we don't see those holes. Let's see what it's going to take to get this top rail off. There's a couple of Phillips head screws here. Let's see how easy these come out. Well, if I would go the right way with it, there we go. Let's move it over here where it's not falling down. These are pretty heavy. I don't know if they're what they're made out of, if it's like some kind of a fiberboard or what, but they're heavy for sure. Okay, there's one. Two. That one came out pretty easy. And I think there's some on the back side. Let's see. Yes, there are. There's 3 on the back. Okay, that's all of the screws. Now let's see. Oh, look at that! Comes right off. All right, nice. All right, let's take one off of the other door and slide onto this one, and then we should be ready to go. I'm going to call this door here my donor door. We'll see. Hopefully everything is nice and cut the same so that it'll fit right on there. Yep, okay. Got her. Let's move it over to the other one. So we've got our donor top rail with no holes in it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now the screws are not in the same place. Let's see. Maybe they are. Maybe I have it on backwards. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Screw holes are in the same place and everything. So that's nice. Let's put the screws back in. There we go. Oh, it's easier than I anticipated. I've got, it's another scorcher out here today in Georgia. I've got some little spacer boards here on the bottom. That's how high I want this thing to be off the ground. So, and these poles here have not been fastened yet. So they can move if I need them to. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's, like I said, I'm gonna try to match the fasteners. All right, come on, stand up there. That, I'll just move it for now. That are here, these hex head fasteners, but for the time being, I have just some Torx head screws that I'm gonna use to hold it in. What I have right now to hold these in, I've got some 2.5 inch deck mate screws. These are the little Torx head. I think they'll be fine for right now to hold it in place, and then I'll get some bigger screws. Bigger screws when we're ready. I think this level is going to be too long to get in between. No, maybe not. Let's see. Okay. I don't want it sitting on those boards there, so I get the space off the ground. And then it needs to come this way a little. All right, so let's put our first screw in. Down here, that looks good. All right, let's see if she's level. Oh, spot on. That's nice. I usually don't get lucky like that. It's usually some reason why it's not level. What? I think maybe 2 of those for now may be good enough to hold it. We'll see. Like I said, because I want to kind of match the hardware. See if it'll open up. I probably have to get those sticks out from under it. There we go. Come on, baby. All right. Not too bad, not too shabby. Then we'll put a hasp here to latch that. There we go, nice and level. Okay, let's take a look at this door and see what we need to do. Let me slide this one down. All right, I think this one we got to do the same thing. We have the holes in the top here. So let me see if I can scavenge something off of this one. Ooh, I don't know if I can, because this is going to have holes here for this bracket. Holes in this one. Can you see what I'm talking about? Yeah, kind of. All right, so this one has holes here. I wonder if it has holes in the bottom. Let's turn it up. Maybe I can get one off the bottom of it. Oh, we're gonna get lucky. Oh no, it has holes there too. Okay, so maybe what we're gonna need to do is I may have to maybe they're on the top and bottom, so I may just need to take the bottom off of this and flip it over. Let's see what the bottom looks like. Yeah, it's solid, so let me do that. Let me take this one off and I'll swap it with this one. Okie dokie. That's on there. Let me get my spacers. What do I do with them? Here they are. Let me sweep out where that's going to be. I broke the handle on my broom, so now I'm having to hold it in my hand and sweep. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can get this up on there. Looks good. All right, let me get my screws. All right, so I'll put the first one in. It just needs to come over a little bit. Let's see, can I pull that? Oops. Let's see. Okay, let's try that. Let's get our level. Oh, right on. All right. Okay. Let's get our piece of wood out from under there now. Maybe. There we go. Come on. All right. Okay. Looks good, looks good. Let's see if we can get our last one up here. Okay, let's take this off. And we'll just switch it out with this one. You know, I could turn this over and use this. Those screw holes would be on the inside then. Not sure that that would really matter. Let me see if I can stand this up on this end. Okay. Oh yeah, I can't do it like that, can I? It's gotta go like this. Yeah, I could do that and just leave those screw holes on the inside. Nobody's really gonna see those. All right, let's see if we can get these to go in. I don't know if we have to pre-drill anything here or not. Nope, that went right in. Yes, I don't know what this is, but it must be pretty soft. Okay. So let's let me sit it back up again. Let me put my spacer blocks down, and then I will set it up. Let me sweep out from under here. All right, all right, all right. What do I do with those little sticks? There they are. Okay, let me get this over here. Set it up on here. All right, that looks pretty good. And I'll put my hinges on first on here, and then we'll bolt them to there. So let's do that. Hopefully that doesn't fall over. Let me lean something up against it so it doesn't. All right, and again, I'm going to initially just use these decking screws, and then I'll put in the lag bolts. These will, because these decking screws are easier to work with. All right. Okay, that one looks good. Man, come on. Man, that thing's walking all over the place. I don't want to over tighten those. I'll take a wrench and tighten them because I don't want to strip out whatever's in here. Okay, let's go ahead and put some of these anchor bolts in here. Whoa. Okay. All right, well, that's getting the 3 stall doors up. They're all installed now. Installed. And I'll go ahead and align the end posts there and finish those up. But yeah, I got them up and they look pretty good, I think. So once again, thanks for joining us here at Thistle Hill Farmstead. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Helps me out a lot. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell notification so that anytime I post a new video, you'll get notified. See you next time here at Thistle Hill Farmstead.